This video is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, where you can find cool stuff in stock.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and today in the arena, it's the 4th of July. Today we declare our Independence Day, so of course I'm running American flag, MURICA deck, Jeskai, Get 'em, Transmogrify being the new card in the deck to try to turn a token like Omen of the Sun or Birth of Meletis's Wall or the Castle Ardenvale human into Dream Trawler. Yeah, you saw this before with Luca Coppercoat Outcast, but how good is a turn 4 Dream Trawler compared to a turn 6 or turn 5 Dream Trawler? I suspect it will be very good. So, most of the deck is the nonsense you should expect from my channel by now. We're an 80 card deck because Yorion, we have enough omens that it's a pretty strong value play. We have Shatters and Deafening Clarions to counter aggro, and because we're America, so we like to blow things up and make loud noises. And yeah, that's pretty much all it's going to be. It's going to be trying to transmogrify a token into Dream Trawler and smash the opponent's face. If that doesn't work, America has the biggest and best Sharknadoes of all of the countries, and therefore we will make shark tokens and attack people with those. The mana base has my favorite interplanar bacon, great American food, as we all know, as well as Castle Ardenvale to make those tokens and keep the trawlers showing up. And yeah, there's not a lot else to say about the deck. It's very reminiscent of Luca Agent, but with a little bit of a twist, and it's probably how you want to Jeskai right now, because I don't know, there's not that much you can do in the color combination. There's kind of some fun like Sprite Dragon, Vadrock Mutate stuff, which I'm sure I'll bring back at some point, but today, nothing sounded more 4th of July American holiday than loud noises and things going boom. So, I'm going to keep this intro short. There might be some long games. Let's dive in. Let the nonsense begin. It's a hand. Being unable to cast Shatter might be a tilt, but we'll see. No planeswalkers yet for these beacons. The beacons are unlit. Dream Trawler off the top. Alright, next turn Omen, next turn Transmogrify. This is fine. But we're down. Like, our opponent has double the mana we do. And they have Mentor. Now we're gonna need this Shatter, I can tell. Stop touching my cards. Alright. Apparently I found out that a lot of people like me are notice that and it tilts them. So now I'm probably going to lean into it and call it out a lot. Just letting you know. Alright, so if we want to Shatter on time, we have to shock this in. And then go fetch a white with this.
Let's slow this down.
What do we set back? I think we set back the Druid. Set back their mana. They might still have a pretty epic turn. If we set back the Mentor, they have to tap the Druid to play it.
I've got it.
So we'll do that. They don't have a regular white source, so a Shatter could be devastating. Never mind. Never you mind.
Now what?
Conclave Mentor returns. Selfless Savior. Yes, you must protect. Alright. Well, we definitely have to blow him up. Even though the Savior can protect something. So far, not much going on for the Mentor here. I mean, I guess you're going to Scavenging Ooze here. Well, if you ooze your own Savior here, you get to draw a card. So that's pretty sweet. See if they see it. Oh my gosh, they have to touch everything. Yep, that's the right ooze target. Okay, they go in for 3. What do they have? Heroic Intervention? I guess so. So, I guess Teferi joins the clan. We could also run out the Omen of the Sun. Yeah, they can gain Hexproof, can't they? I guess we'll do the Omens. And then turn one into a Trawler. Although, this thing just hoses my Trawler, doesn't it? So how do we deal with that? We transmogrify it? I guess they can't really stop that. Let's go for this and make them play the Heroic Intervention. Gain 2 life as well. Okay, they don't play Heroic Intervention. Cool.
You show remorse. I'll show
Send this
strength.
back.
Trust me, I have a plan.
Draw another card I can't really use. Rough, rough, rough. Down goes Teferi. Opponent rebuilds.
It's only a matter of time.
What did they have the 2 mana open for? That's what we have to figure out. It wasn't Heroic Intervention. It wasn't anything even instant speed. I think it was a bluff. Our opponent is try-harding with this deck is I think what we should take away from this. Alright, so we can land a Dream Trawler. It's okay against the Loxodon and the Mentor. Elspeth Conquers Death can also take out the Loxodon, then we take a ton of damage. I do think we just want the lands. They might have Ram through. That doesn't quite solve it though. Scoos. Sure. And there's a few things to eat. The opponent's, of course, going to look at them all and do it right frickin' now. Ah, the Raptor? And they decided not to play it that turn? Funky. Okay. They're going to let me attack with the Trawler. Obviously, I might die from that experience, so it's not exactly a generous move on their part. So, what are we doing? I think we need Omen of the Sun and 2 chump blocks. I think that part's for sure. Then what are we taking? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This puts us up to 12. This puts us up to 14, and we have Transmogrify. Transmogrify can target... probably the Serpent, right? Alright, so since that's what's up, let's start withdrawing by attacking with our Dream Trawler. There's some life. We don't have to Transmogrify the Serpent. We could play the Birth. Use the Omen to stay alive. We can't play Omen and Elspeth Conquers Death. Look at them, they just have to keep touching. Such a tilt. Alright, we'll go get the plains. We'll get the tap land out of the way. The Omen. What you got? If it's eating stuff, that won't matter here, unless you have a way to give trample, and then I'm still definitely dead. So it's unnecessary. Down to 2. Alright, that last card's probably a land. It might be a creature, but I think they'd deploy anything they could. So this turn, I really do want to do the Yorion. We'll go up to 4 plus 5, 9. We'll have 3, 4 blockers. That should keep us alive. Let's start with a draw. Double Transmogrify. It also resets our Dream Trawler, so our Dream Trawler can block here. Up to 9, grab a plains, scry draw. I find this funny. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I am humored right now. Oh yeah, get that graveyard.
This is hardly my worst defeat.
Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Drop off another trawler, I guess. The opponent might eat that with a scoos, but whatever. The card touching. The card touching. Now that I've drawn attention to it. Oh, they're scooping. Alright, fine. Run away then. Run away. It's a hand. Definitely does stuff, does things. Is on the draw. Should be able to shatter though. Nemesis? Is it you? Is it mono red? They have a pretty slow... They didn't want to be on YouTube. Too bad! I'm putting it in there anyway. Let's go. Go! Or whatever the heck they do on Merchant's channel. Hello! You've got lightning bolt sleeves and Ugin avatar, and yep. Yep. No hello from me. We're in enemy territory. And this is a fight to the death. To the death. Fervent champion. Alright. It's on. Turn 4 trawler. That's the plan. Yeah, shock my face. Yes! A shock to my face is not going to interfere with my transmogrify, robber of the rich. And now, young Skywalker, you will die. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. It's Torbs, sure. Still can't do much. Like, what are you gonna do? Come at me, bro. That's what I thought. Alright. Send back the Torbrand, hit him with the Trawler. We might hit a tap land.
Don't worry, I got this.
Bacon? Do like bacon. Yeah, they can hit me pretty hard, but gaining the life and drawing the card I think is totally worth it. Ah, now we have an answer to the Torbrand. Like, that's what Dream Trawler is. Huge lifelink block, hard to race. I wish I'd played this and fetched an island. I could have just cycled this, get an extra point of damage and lifelink. Would have been right. I got too excited, not gonna lie. Yeah, they probably have another Torbs. So it might be better just to slam a Trawler. But this is pretty good too. Oh, hello. They're gonna love that. Attacking with Dream Trawler against red is always where you want to be because blocking is hard. Ember Cleave is a card. Oh, this Clarion. This Clarion. You gotta admire their spirit. Like, we will continue the fighting until every last one of our cards is dead. Also, you know, check out the fully foiled out mono red experience. This is my true enemy. There's nobody who I more want to destroy in Magic. Alright, 5, 6, I can see 7. I can see hitting them for 7. I can't see 8. Let's see if we can Omen into one more Omen. That would be game, right? Okay, that's game. We don't even need a Clarion. Look at me checking for lethal. Wait a minute, it's not, because I don't have enough blue mana. Rip. Not fetching that island earlier has come back to bite me. Oh well. Now we get to extend the torture. What could be better, to be honest, right? What could actually be better? But CGB, you forgot double lifelink. You're right, viewer. I forgot, unquote, double lifelink. We'll just let that sink in. Gotta see that last card. It might deal 22 damage out of nowhere. Also a hand. It is a hand. It's a little awkward. We'll need some tokens. We'll find them. We've got this. So we get red mana with the passage to line up for Clarion. Beacon will cast the Teferi. Show me the aggro deck, so my Clarion can be amazing. Yep. Pretty good. Okay. I will play the Beacon. We might draw another, and then want to play the Teferi after it. We also found a way to make tokens. It'll take another white source, but should be doable. Oh yeah. Oh, bring him out. Bring him out, bring him out. Now for your next trick. MURICA. Also a hand. We might not get to cast Narset. We don't have double blue, but we can cycle a shark if that's the case. Kahira could mean our opponent just doesn't play creatures at all. In which case, oh, are we in for a battle? Notice was born. Born on the plains. With Mothra and Godzilla. I don't know where I'm going with this. Okay.
Let's slow this
MURICA
down.
versus MURICA.
Let's try this.
Not the draw I'm looking for. Baby Shark, are you ready to fight Teferi? So how do they win? They have no creatures. Maybe they also use Shark Typhoon. There's Shark Typhoon control. I'm really curious if they have counters. Oh. Oh.
No, I am not
We'd be
making
bouncing.
them as I
Are you
go.
gonna play it again? Play it again. I dare you. Alright. It's too bad Teferi's on 2 loyalty, not 1. Our opponent's got the joy of going first. Getting wrecked here. But we'll figure it out. We drew our blue sources a little late.
Time for plan B. As soon as I think of one.
There are so many mysteries to hone your prowess.
We don't have a Teferi, so Transmogrify isn't particularly appealing. The opponent can interfere with it, so I'll take an ECD. I'm sure my opponent has those. Oh, we also, though, have the 80 card deck. We have more resources than our opponent.
Here goes nothing.
Unfortunately, a lot of those resources are garbage. Sweepers we can't really play. Uh-huh. Here we go. It's gonna just be my ECD versus your ECD. Anyway, I think that's the play. To just get rid of their ECD before it becomes a problem, before they play another Teferi and bounce it, before they get a Teferi in the graveyard. Yeah.
Here we go.
I know we don't have much in the graveyard either, but we can play a Dream Trawler, and then if they blow up the board, we get it back. How obnoxious. But I guess we can kill it.
In a vast multiverse. Bathe in ghost fire.
What do you think, guys? Do they have a Wrath? Let's find out. First Trawler, activate. I know they play them, but we have to find out if they have them right now.
That's more like it.
Alright, they're going to Wrath on my turn, or they're going to ambush me with a Shark. They did let this become a 4. I think that's a Shark ambush then, right? Because of 5 mana? So how do we interfere with that? I guess we trade, which is awkward, but it is what it is. Let's lead with the Teferi. Ooh, not a Shark. Okay. What a guy. Might also be a Shark, just to save their Teferi, but we'll see. Nope. So what are you doing?
You just let me know if you're up for round 2.
What are you doing? I guess we'll play our Omen. Cycle. always the little bit I forget about. So you run Absorb, you run Ugin. I guess you're playing Big Ugin as well. We discard now. Our opponent could definitely be playing, what's the card? Deafening Clarion. I think they were trying to get me. They were trying to get me with a Clarion. I see you. I see you in your sneaky ways. Yeah, Trawler has him in trouble. So how do we play this? How do we make sure that we get everything out of this? I think we slow roll. The opponents already showed that they play some counter spells. They've already shown that they run this Ugin, so they probably run the other Ugin. So I think we get the Yorion, and then I think we make a token. Yeah, we don't go for it. We need to make the opponent tap out to deal with our Trawler, and then we try to have a really good rebuild turn. Ugin has 7 loyalty. It has to go all the way down to 1 loyalty to deal with a Trawler. Then we can make a 1/1. We have to draw a way to get rid of this wall, but maybe we could find it with like Narset, find a Teferi, bounce the wall, attack the Ugin. Our opponent plays Narset with the Ancient.
Let me demonstrate the prowess of my ancestors.
So if they don't have an Ugin, if that's not what they're going for, it's okay. Like we're still getting ahead. It's not like taking a turn away from casting Narset and Yorion is leaving us behind it. We see our opponent discarding an Absorb because they know we're in a pretty good position to play around it. And we can just keep discarding to Trawler. We're not going to let the Trawler take damage and then have the opponent play a Clarion. So still playing around Deafening Clarion here. And there it is. And now we make our token. We are drawing a lot of Shatter the Sky. But our opponent's tapped out now, which makes the Narset a much better play. Let's lead with the Narset.
Mind and body with thoughtfulness before action.
I think we just hold on to that. We can keep making tokens. The 0/4 will block this token, so there's no point in attacking with it right now.
This was not my plan.
Let's get out another castle in case we end up having to discard multiple lands. We could play the Yorion here and get a bunch of value, but again, I don't want to walk into Ugin. And plus just having mana open makes my opponent think, so even if they don't have the Ugin, or even if they do, maybe they're afraid of getting it countered. Could also be a Shark Typhoon for sure.
I have just the trick for this.
Grab the Teferi. Teferi can take out the Shark. Let's see. If I play the Teferi and they counter it, their Shark isn't big enough to fight the Dream Trawler, so we will play the Teferi here. That resolves. Alright, we save the activation in case the Shark survives combat. It can be a 6/6. Yeah, here it comes. Transmogrify, new Trawler acquired. So what I could have also done, and what honestly would have been better, I think, is if I had used this on the wall first, then this would have been a 6. I should have done that math. Could have been a little better here. Yorion looks really good here. The opponent might Ugin. The other option is to make another Dream Trawler. The opponent might Ugin that. I think we go for the Yorion. I think the Yorion's a little better. It could get us in trouble. I am well aware it could get us in trouble.
My mind needs a rest.
I wonder if I could have set it up better.
Sorry, I'm
Cannot
late.
perceive beyond
I wonder if I could have set it up to have a Transmogrify to, like... no, I guess that doesn't work. I was going to say Transmogrify into Yorion. That's not how that works at all. Alright, Ugin. Do you have it? Shatter. Pretty happy. Pretty happy about that. Less happy. Goes for Narset. Makes sense.
I was not prepared for this.
So it'll cost 6 to Transmogrify because of this. They could also have counter magic or any kind of targeted removal. But there is a lot to be said for getting a Dream Trawler on end step. It plays around a sweeper. And I have enough Transmogrifies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can try it again if it fails. As for the graveyard, that's a problem. There's some good stuff coming back. We're at 43 life. I think we can give up on the planes that they know about. Okay, they're saying go. And Teferi's still here, so they can't interfere with our trawler. Hello. Omen, nice. A little unfortunate because of Elspeth Conquer's death. So what are you getting back? Could be a lot worse. Like, these Planeswalkers are good. They don't necessarily solve the Dream Trawler problem. Let's see what we find. Definitely not you. That's not necessary either. These are extra points of damage. That's why you want to do them pre-combat. Luca? Luca is another Dream Trawler.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
I don't think we play this again. I think the 1 point of damage isn't that important. It's a 2-turn clock either way. 1, 2, 3, 4. The opponent can put the Blast Zone up to 5. Not enough to take out the Trawler. Alright. Another Shark. And leaving up 2 mana. I don't understand. Alright, I didn't plus my Teferi, so I can't instant speed Transmogrify. Let me make sure there's still a mountain in my deck. There is. So I may as well use Luca. Plenty of Shark Typhoons still to go for us. Any one of those with a Teferi on the board has the potential to be lethal. I guess we transmogrify this into a Trawler and then play Omen on our opponent's turn. Why do you think they didn't want their Shark to live? What does 2 mana do here? Do they have something to cycle? Or is that just a mistake? The Omen will be playable as soon as this wears off. Ugin. Okay. Can blow up the Teferi, I suppose.
Will guide you towards victory.
Omen from the opponent. Okay. One to the top, one to the bottom. Must be nice. Better be a good one. Okay, they did leave the mana up to Omen, and they forgot about Teferi last turn. Something to keep in mind. Alright, we have to Omen first. Those aren't Shark Typhoon. This also pumps the Dream Trawler to 4 power, which can make a difference if the opponent is going to play a Shatter the Sky.
I'm known for my excellent timing.
Opponent bouncing Omen.
Might be a bad
Still
idea.
haven't used Ugin. Narset. Effective against Trawler for sure.
No one is
Our
more
opponent has
prepared
assembled a
than
trio of Planeswalkers now.
Keep an open mind.
And our hand, I mean, we've got a few more shots at Dream Trawlers, but 2 of them are in the graveyard, 1 is on the board. There's only 1 left. That's why I keep on saying I would really love to have a way to put more pressure on the opponent. Like a Shark Typhoon. Pretty much lock it up, I think. And the opponent just still going over here. They still have gas. We used our Yorion. We haven't drawn more ECDs. Got a lot of air. It's not good. And now Teferi bites the dust.
It's only a matter
Feeling
of
naked
time
over
to
here.
include you.
Luca ain't it. This is really bad. We're not going to draw a card when we attack. We could put our opponent down to 5, but I think we've got to get rid of the Narset. They're drawing too many cards. They're finding too many good options. We have to stop them.
I have reached my limit.
Alright, I think we, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We can have 2 tokens. We could also make another Dream Trawler, but then a Wrath is such a setback. We could also play Luca and just start exiling the top of our library. I think I hate that. I think we sacrifice one of these to Scry and we make tokens. I think that's the plan, everybody. Also, it just scares our opponent because they think we have Shark Typhoon.
I'll protect you.
Just terrify them.
Past, present, and future are bound by threads of time. Meditate and prepare.
Shatter located. No way to draw a card.
Ether itself serves me.
Feels like the deck fell apart. Just fell apart. Too many ways to get that Trawler and not enough ways to interact with the opponent's nonsense. We have it in the deck. I don't think it means the deck is built terribly. Maybe it could use a tweak, but man, does it feel like we came up short here. Actually, this one. Our opponent does have 27 cards, we have 39. Omen doesn't do anything, because there's the Teferi Narset combo. So both of those have to go. It's got to be better than that. Okay. They could have a counterspell, right? Could definitely have a counterspell. They've only got one unknown card in hand. 2 absorbs have been played. We could try to transmogrify this, but what if it is a counterspell that's hiding under here? We know they don't have any creatures because they have the Kahira, so transmogrifying this isn't bad. We could lead with Luca, and if they counter this, we're really happy, right? Like, really happy? Yes! 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 Alright, 3 mana left over. 4th is the Transmogrify. What do we get rid of? I think the Narset or the Ugin has to go. We can keep the Ugin from ultimating, so we'll take out the Narset. Gotta keep the opponent from drawing the good cards.
You are a mighty warrior. I can see.
Oh, I can just get another Dream Trawler here. Yeah, that's better, right? So we'll attack like this. Opponent blocks 1. 1 survives. Tags this, keeps it from minusing. Transmogrify, get another Trawler. Alright, make them find the answer. 1 shatter, 2 shatters. Unknown exiled card here.
Trust me.
Birth of
I have a
Meletis
plan.
in hand. They didn't upkeep Scry. Maybe they know something I don't.
The fabric of the multiverse obeys me.
These Lucas are bad. These Transmogrifies can just knock out like a spirit or something. Our hand is down to nonsense. Maybe we need an upkeep Scry because of that. No. As long as we still have our Trawler, we're okay. And the opponent drew a land. Oh my goodness. Hit him. I think we take out the Ugin, let the opponent have the Teferi. Try and think of another way to do it, but that makes the most sense to me. There is a Yorion down here. We don't have much for the Yorion to do. Getting another Dream Trawler is a little redundant, but it is a 1-turn clock. Do I transmogrify these? I don't think so. But what are we doing? We're doing nothing with our mana otherwise. I guess we can just play a Luca, have it sit. It's just a diversion. We're better off with a 1-1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I mean, we gain life from it. White, 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 white. If I did my math right, we still make 2 tokens and we gain some life from this Luca. But there's no creatures in my deck. Plussing it doesn't really do anything. 35 cards though. I guess we plus it, right? Because we might be able to ultimate Luca at some point. It does suck that we exile good cards sometimes, but we might just have to ultimate this. So, opponent, are you going to set this blast zone to 5, or are you going to set it to 6? 5. Okay. What you got? The opponent attacks the Luca. They just set a blast zone to 5. I don't care. Maybe they just realized that too. I mean, if they attack me, I can attack them back with tokens. I think the best is just not to attack with these, but alright. They say I've got to get their life total low anyway. There are 24 cards in your deck. If you don't have a way to reset your deck, at some point you're going to have to kill me. I don't know if you can. Boom.
Next time I'll have stronger weapons.
The fairy rises.
Don't worry, I got this.
My turn. Token. What do you think? Another Shark Typhoon? Looks typhoony. Oh, upkeep stop. What are you doing? Dragonfire your own spirit. Okay. Must be something nice under there. What you got? Must be a shatter, right? Okay. Feels bad. Alright, do I need to scry here? I think I do. My opponent's pretty low on resources. They've got a Teferi that's working its way up. We need to have a good turn. Omen, you're not really it, are you? Pretty sweet play by the opponent, using the Scorching Dragonfire to get the shatter that they knew was underneath. Wow, okay. Deck hates me, but we will fight on. The opponent still has to figure out how to kill me. 56 life is a lot. All the trawlers have died. But there's still Shark Typhoons that could get them out of nowhere. Wait, is that true? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, all trawlers dead.
I'll protect you.
$22 cards for the opponent, 31 for me. The ultimate battle for America. Oh, Kahira's coming, baby. Yes, sir. Time to play Kahira. And we're trying to keep Teferi, so that's why we're playing Kahira, leaving up mana. And we'll see how well our castles represent at keeping the opponent under pressure down the stretch here. ECD. This should just be a removal spell. The opponent doesn't have creatures in their deck. At least that's my read on the situation. Ooh, I get to see their deck too. Get to see what their win cons are. I think that's how this works. Has to resolve, of course. Alright. Where's your win cons? 1 Shark Typhoon. 1 Elspeth Conquers Death. 1 Shark Typhoon and 1 Elspeth Conquers Death. There's still 1 Absorb. If the opponent plays 4 Absorb, then they have 1 in their hand right now, right? No, they don't. Okay. So right now they don't have a counter. How many Elspeth Conquers Deaths have we seen? 1.
Suppose that's how it was meant to happen.
There's 1 in the deck. There's 2. So they might have... I think they have an ECD in their hand. And 1 Shark Typhoon. So 1, 2... So they might have a Shark Typhoon in their hand right now. So we have to play around 1 Shark Typhoon, 1 Absorb, 1 Elspeth Conquers Death that can get an Ugin. And our opponent doesn't play big Ugin at all. Weird. I feel like they have the wrong Ugin, but Who am I to tell them what to do with their life? I don't think they can kill me. I'm putting it out there. You can't kill me. My dream trawlers put me pretty high on life. And you have to deal with the pressure from the castles. It's just always going to be attacking you and your critters. I don't think you've got this. Narset, sure.
Ikoria is familiar. I train in the shadows of the giants. Enlightenment begins within.
More creatures. So we don't want to play the Elspeth Conquers Death until we absolutely have to, because we don't want our opponent to use their ECD on their ECD, and every turn that we wait and make them hold their ECD without a target, the further ahead we get, because their deck is getting smaller. Yeah. That Shark Typhoon might just get him. Might just get him. Right now it's for 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 15. Right now it's perfectly lethal Shark Typhoon. Of course, the opponent is going to be able to, plus they're not safe. So, not exactly perfectly lethal. But we still have the 2/1/1s, so maybe.
Many paths lie before me.
I don't have many ways to deal with a Typhoon without a Teferi on the board. So I definitely think we're going for it. Shatter. Okay, now the Typhoon's not lethal. Still think it's worth it though. QQ? 15. Hero. Let's get him. America. Home of the free and the biggest freaking sharks you ever seen. And we don't know what an Australia is. Let's hold that for a second. I don't think they have much they can do anyway, but they can always respond to the Teferi if they had something. Hey-ya. Down to 2. I think we have one more Plains for the Birth. That's what I was looking around for. Nope. No more Plains for the Birth. It's just an 0-4. Pointless. Yeah, I think I keep holding on to this. Because I don't have anything to fight, like, I really don't want to throw it into a counterspell right now. I want to play it at a time when I want to resolve something else. Shatter count, 1, 2, 3, 4. All 4 shatters gone. Opponent needs their own Teferi. So if they play a Teferi and bounce the shark, what I'm going to do is play a Teferi, eat a counterspell, play an ECD, get their Teferi. Or if this doesn't eat a counterspell, it bounces my Elspeth Conquers Death, so my ECD doesn't get ECD'd. We could have done that this turn, but I like keeping the pressure on them to deal with the shark and making 2 more tokens to keep attacking them.
I have practiced against many players like you. Hone your prowess.
Found the Teferi.
Trust me. You'll thank me later.
15 cards.
No, I am not making this up as I go.
Birth coming down? Okay. You have a Plains? Or maybe fail to find to try to keep your deck larger. I get it. I don't think we even go for this now. I think we keep waiting. Eventually the opponent will just have to play their ECDs. Because we have a castle advantage. We can just keep on attacking down their Narset so it will never ultimate. And that's the only way that this turns into a win con. Otherwise, they just can't really kill me. They have one Shark Typhoon. If we play around that token, and we're prepared for their last counterspell, they can't beat us. Might not be as aggressive as some of you like with my opponent at 4 life, but...
That's more like it.
Patience is also a win con, everybody.
With thoughtfulness before action. Breathe in, exhale.
The other thing is if we make it take long enough for them to actually do the Narset thing, then they might not even have enough spells to kill us with the ultimate. I mean, we are at 56. I don't think they have enough spells in their deck for that. Let's see, the red, the blue, and all the planes. This is a dead card. That one castle isn't going to carry you. But 2x speed squad, I understand. I really do. The ultimate battle for America. Yep, scry time. Keeping on top, sure. Dude, you can't beat me. It's not happening.
Oh, I've done the hero thing before.
It's not happening.
To open the mind, you must first open the heart.
Aw, that's sweet. They can't help themselves. They have to keep playing Planeswalkers. They can't stop.
I have just the trick for this.
You're speeding. I mean, the viewers thank you, but you're speeding up the clock. I guess, what do you try to do? You try to get your Shark Typhoon. I think they have to keep their Shark Typhoon on the battlefield, right? Play the Shark Typhoon and then cast spells to make a bunch of sharks. Is that how you win this game? Did they have any idea how they win this game? Well, we'll see. Narset, cool. Probably see a Deafening Clarion here. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. They don't want to use their last counterspell on Narset. Wow. That's a yikes. Okay then. If that's the way you want to do it.
I will meditate on defeat.
Teferi, bounce it back.
responsibility. I've got time.
And I'm done. What else you got? Opponent might play their Elspeth Conqueror's Death now. It's possible.
Keep an open
Still
mind.
digging. Gonna take that Shark Typhoon? I think they have that Shark Typhoon, quite honestly. They've seen their whole deck over and over. They've got the Scry thing. They're not doing it. Okay. But they're out of counter spells, and they know I have an Elspeth Conqueror's Death in my hand, so they can't play the Shark Typhoon as a enchantment, which I think is the only way they win this, because no matter how big their token is, it's not big enough. Sure.
I've got it.
Your go. Go ahead. Shark up. Hit me as hard as you can. Remember, they have a Teferi, so I can't shatter them now. I have to wait till my turn. Here comes the Elspeth Conqueror's Death. We knew eventually they'd be forced to play it.
I really should have seen that coming.
6 cards left. Yep. I mean, you can hide your ECD if you want to. Like, getting something out of the graveyard is the only chance you have. You're not doing yourself any favors. You lost when you registered a 60-card deck. We'll make the 1/1s because we can try to attack the Teferi. And then we'll shatter this guy. Which has the added benefit of milling the opponent. Not really, but making them draw a card. Ending the game slightly faster than what has already been this epic slog. Get him. Get Teferi. Why not? I know they have another Teferi in their hand. It's fine. It's fine. This is fine.
Only time will tell.
Only time will tell. Boom. Cover your ears if you are sensitive. When the opponent eventually clicks resolve on this, they'll know it all is lost. All is lost, opponent. You can stop fighting now. You can rest, weary soldier. Battle of the Americas has been won. And we are back, post-games wrap. Gonna keep it short and sweet. Didn't make my goal of ranking up today because one game took like a freaking hour. So you've probably heard enough of my voice already, but I'm gonna say to all my American friends, happy 4th of July. We will go on. We will survive. Today we declare our Independence Day. Thank you for watching this video. As always, I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.